The Sydney Kings shone bright, being crowned champions in NBL 22. With several key departures, the question is, can they go back-to-back in NBL 23 and deliver more silverware to the trophy cabinet?
I think they've done it incredibly well to find the perfect puzzle pieces to fit with all three imports departing last season. Yeah, we talk about Jalen Adams disappearing, but so did Jarrell Martin and Ian Clark.
Adams for Martin. Oh! Big stuff.
They've brought in Derek Walton Jr. as the guy to play point guard this season and fill that spot. And I think he's going to be really good. I think a lot of people may be sleeping on how good he's going to be. A bit of a different player to Jalen Adams, less of a scorer, much more of a facilitator, but he led the G League in assists last season at nearly 10 a game.
Physically, he might be the most dominant point guard in the league, but he's going to get guys open like Vasiljevic. He's going to get Xavier Cooks the ball where he has to be successful. Justin Simon's already a proven defender. He won Best Defensive Player when he played for the Hawks last season. He'll come in with a point to prove. And then Tim Soares, a stretch big who can knock down the three. Those players are really valuable in the NBL.
They get Geordie Hunter back. The year before last, his trajectory and what he was doing was fantastic. He was looking like he was going to be a guy that can have a significant role on a championship-winning team. Now, he never had that opportunity because of injury last season, but he'll be primed, ready to go.
It's really hard to go back-to-back. We've only seen it 8 times over the course of NBL history.
They're going to have a target on their backs, though, from the moment that season tips off, and they've got to be prepared for that. But Chase Buford's the type of guy that's going to make them locked in every single night. They want that challenge. They're hungry for that challenge. They think they're the best roster in the league. They've got enough talent to do so.
To win the championship, I think we're going to have to be even tougher and harder in all our habits and principles than we were a year ago, because there's a target on our back now. And nothing that we did last year is going to carry us this year. But we're going to have to play that much better, knowing every team's going to come at us that much harder.
Well, Chase is a high-level coach. Comes from incredible pedigree in the NBA. His dad, R.C. Buford, legendary NBA executive. And he came in to the NBL last season, won a title in year one, like it was all too easy.
Chase Buford's system, I think, is going to really allow players to thrive. It's a fun style of basketball. When the team got rolling, everybody came along for the ride.
The fun thing about Chase Buford, though, he's a little excitable. So the challenge for him this year is to strike that balance. Make sure you stay passionate for your team and you ride the highs and lows of a ball game, but also control your emotions and not let that get out of control.
Well, everyone's chasing you now because you are the big dog, because you are the defending champion. And you're never going to get a game off. Everyone's measuring themselves against you because you won a championship.
We've also got the MVP favourite in my eyes in Xavier Cooks, ready for an incredible season after what's been a remarkable 18 months for himself.
He was unbelievable last season. Grand final MVP, finished the year with 10 straight double-doubles. I mean, he was a machine to close out that season, and I think he's going to go to another level.
He can beat you in so many different ways, and beyond his skill sets, which have been there for all of us to see over the last couple of seasons, he brings a competitive spirit. He brings a bit of nasty about the way in which he goes about it.
He wants to get to the NBA, and I love that he just bet on himself. He chose not to go to the NBA Summer League. He's been there. He knows he's an NBA-level talent. Goes over to the New Zealand NBL in the off-season and just straight up dominates, walks away with the league MVP. I think he'll definitely be contending for an MVP this season. Without a doubt, the best two-way player in the league, and I'm expecting him to get some more NBA looks after this year.
Can the Sydney Kings go back-to-back? Yes. Will they? Jeez, it's going to be hard to do.